I have the special pleasure to invite Dr. Ibrahim Togola, who is a Vice President of World Wind Energy Association, but he's also Chairman of the Mali Folke Center. And Ibrahim, you have many other positions. You are the founding chair of the African Platform for Community Power and Rural Electrification. And you're also chair of Access, which is a company that deals with rural electrification in West African countries. So you know from various angles what the needs are for training education. Ibrahim,
yes,
now
okay.
The floor is yours. And a great welcome to Bamako.
Yes, okay, Stefan. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was very important to have this great opportunity to participate in this very important webinar and see also that how China is already doing great, in not only on wind but also on other renewable energy. So it's my great honor. So I will bring you here in Africa, in Bamako, West Africa, where we are working on the ground, but we also with combined activities and experience. We launched the African Institute for Renewable Energy, Climate and Innovations, and where we are working with the Danish Folke Center on these concepts, and which is based on the 20-year experience of the Mali Folke Center on the ground here. And so we are receiving many students from various universities from Mali, from different African countries, and even also from outside Africa. Next slide. Yeah, so what is the mission of our institute we are working on now? It has been quite, we wanted to mobilize some resources to do our institute work. I have to say it has been very challenging to do that, and we had some after many work with Danish Folke Centers, so we decided that we have to start this from scratch with our own resources, and in order to promote Africa in the area of innovations and industrial development, by providing local expertise that at the level of renewable, climate, and technological innovations. So it's also the way to enhance economic securities and improve quality of life in Africa. That's some of the mission we put on that in that center, which is very well located, just 120 kilometers south of Bamako, where we have a kind of a nice place for this work. Next slide. Africa is a very used population of Africa is very young, and I think more than 60% of Africans are today under 25 years old, and is also a kind of frontier of the next economic growth of the world, because the economies in all the 54 countries of Africa are really growing, and but at the same time, we have today, when it comes to access to energy, I think about a billion people we are saying, so 60% of them are located in Africa. So we have also the job sector is still very much informal and primal sectors. So all of us know that Africa is more producing raw material, which are exported to so-called industrialized countries, and this is mainly due to lack of energy and appropriate educations. So access to energy, modern energy services, and also capacities is essential to really transform this. And so the graduates, sectors are more less technical. We have more humanitarian universities are training more humanitarian sectors, lawyers and accounting and so on, and less vocational training sectors. So we have a very we can say that because at Manifold Center and Access, especially Access, when we are doing the work on the installation of mini grids, and so we face a lot of very limited qualified technicians to face the challenges we are we are facing. The next slide. So yeah, so the point here is to set up we working to set up the local expertise, because we don't have to get experts all the time from outside the Mali. And like the Chinese have been mentioning, the key is to have a right educations, which is feeding the needs, the local needs, and so that we, our 20-year experience on renewable give us that possibilities. So to develop the qualified training adapted to the need and sell as a technical and commercial platform for renewable energies and climate change, and contribute to making renewable energy affordable, because sometimes we just have to import the equipment and to deploy it, but there are a lot of capacity how to adapt and adjust those technologies which come from outside to really our needs. So that's something one of the key elements. So we think here that it's essential to design the thinking, design process, small project, technical aspects, teamwork. So that is a space we are creating here, and not only for Mali but for all the Sahelian countries in West Africa. Next slide. So you can see we get great support from Malian authority. We have one of the best location. We are just at the feet of the hydropower plant, which is 44 megawatt hydropower plant, and with big agricultural zones. And surrounding our center is almost 15,000 hectares, which are irrigated and agricultural zones. And we are just about 2 hours driving in the south outside Bamako. So it's a best location even to experiment small windmill, because we have the dam, we have the lake. The lake is 60 meters, 60 kilometers long, and about 5 kilometers wide. So it's an area which is windy all year round, and because we have this big surface of water, and you can be the best. And then also you have the rice field, which has about 12,000 hectares, and so that's a kind of best location we could have for a kind of renewable energy training school. Next. Yeah, so this is a bit the map. We have about 3.5 hectares land with facilities in that area. Okay. Next slide. Okay. So these are the buildings we have already, and the offices, training classes, classrooms, and and then next slide, and also and then also the place for accommodations. So we have about 20 beds where, for those who are coming from outside, where they can be accommodated and have access to training. Next one. Yeah. So maybe back. Yeah. So it's a place where we see this as a place where entrepreneurs can work together, solve problems, create solutions. So because our training program is not only just to train students, but it's also to have entrepreneurs as well, and technicians who really have can solve the issues. Yeah, next slide. So So it's we have 4 courses: master level universities, vocational training, and continuing education, incubation, innovations. So aspect. The next one, and so we are now working how to select high-level learners and motivated learners. Evaluate the training needs, work integration courses, entrepreneurships, and organization skill buildings. Yeah, yes. Yeah. So this place is its name is a Manifold Center. Next, it's a Nordic Forest Center, Denmark. Access Electrification is a company, and other partner institutions. We are exploring from Africa. We are already have a very good network in West Africa here, and but we are open also for America, for Asia, for Europe, and resource person. So because and just now also in addition that we get the facility with by the government, we also get some support from GIZ. It's important to say to really launch our courses because COVID pandemic affect some of our work because Mali had a very rigid legislation. We were supposed to start this year already in April, but it was very rigid that you cannot gather more than 50 persons first and then more than 20 persons. So this has been making it quite difficult for us to really launch our activities this year. But now some of those restrictions have been removed. So you can go up to 50 people now together. So therefore we are now in the airport of Mali was open, but we have also so we can move now on. So hand on work. So that is some of our concrete activities that our partners are doing. Here is some of the activities that Access is doing. So I think you can see some of our solar panels, Jinko Solar, this is our warehouse and our truck. Where we are making Yingli Solar and Jinko is our solar panels. We are electrifying 21, we are making 21 solar electrifications this year in different parts of Mali, and which mobilize about 85 technicians and engineers and trainees, and with solar panel, battery, and so this is what we see as a training. So when we have all the dimensioning work, all the planning works, and the center is a place also where we are going to work a lot on agriculture and renewable energies, and different also the previous speaker work on digitalizations that we are working quite hard, a lot on digital smart metering and the digitalization of farms, all the irrigation systems with the greenhouses and so on. So and also all the agricultural tools manufacturings in that's so you need a kind of good knowledge of metal and metal work using energy for transformation. So, but all the base of this is to provide electricity in rural areas, and because Mali has 70% of the population are in rural areas or countrysides, so like Mali, this is also the same for the other African countries. So we see solar, wind, biomass, and geothermals, because the northern part of Mali we have a lot of potential of geothermals, and also in the central part, it wasn't country also in Africa. So Africa have a huge potentials, of renewables, and which have been so underutilized due to lack of capacities and of this huge young potential people we have. So we see as a place to really develop that, and in order to harvest this huge potential in order that, and we believe Africa can leapfrog, to be in a place in the next 5-10 years amongst leaders of renewable energies countries in the world. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, thank you very much. And this is the few slides I wanted to share.
Excellent, Ibrahim. I think you're doing really great work. Everybody can see this. And it's also, of course, very important that you mentioned, like our previous speaker, about the impact that the current COVID-19 situation has on you. But of course, it's fantastic to see that on the one hand, that the work that you've been doing, what you're planning to do, and certainly also good to know that there is collaboration, international collaboration already in place. We can then find out and check how we can improve this kind of collaboration.